My name is Joshua Benjamin. I'm the founding attorney here at Jab Law, and here at Jab Law, we handle a lot of criminal law cases. So today, we're going to answer a few of those commonly asked questions about criminal law in New Jersey. One question I often get is, what's the difference between the different levels of felonies, or even a misdemeanor? Well, the first thing to know is that in New Jersey, they're not called felonies and misdemeanors. They're called indictable offenses and disorderly person crimes, or indictable offenses and DPs. As far as disorderly persons go, they are not usually punishable by more than a year in jail. They're something that will be on your record, but usually they're much easier to handle and the risk of your freedom isn't too high. So these are the cases that you'll find a little bit cheaper to hire a lawyer for. As far as felonies or indictable offenses go, it's a little bit different. There are 4 rankings of felonies: first, second, third, and fourth degree indictable offenses. For a fourth degree indictable offense, you are facing a max penalty of 1 year in jail. For a third degree indictable offense, you're facing a max penalty of 5 years in jail. A second degree indictable offense is a max penalty of 10 years in jail, and then a first degree indictable offense is punishable by up to 20 years in jail. Now, as you can tell, the risk goes higher and higher. So one of the first things you should know before you go talk to a lawyer is, what degree of charges are you facing? Depending on whether you're facing a first degree charge or a fourth degree charge will determine how much that lawyer will charge you. So if you're facing a fourth degree charge, it's obviously much cheaper because you're facing a lot less time in prison. We also handle a lot of immigration cases. So if you're wondering whether or not a criminal conviction or a criminal case or even just a charge can affect your immigration status, the answer is yes. Criminal convictions can definitely affect immigration status, immigration applications, but more importantly, just a criminal charge could affect your immigration benefits. So make sure if you're facing any criminal charges at all, that you or your criminal lawyer reaches out to an immigration lawyer. Get what's called an immigration advisory letter. Here at the law firm, we do this often for other counsel who are handling criminal cases elsewhere. And what it is we'll look over your entire case and tell you exactly how a criminal conviction or a potential plea deal will affect your immigration benefits. Bottom line, if you're facing criminal charges and you're not a US citizen, talk to an immigration lawyer. When you're facing criminal charges, the question of whether or not you need a lawyer comes up so often. So if you're asking, do I need a lawyer? The answer is, it depends. And I know that's a roundabout answer, but that's just the truth. A lot of lawyers will tell you, if you're facing criminal charges, whether it's a traffic ticket or felony murder, make sure you get a lawyer. I believe in honesty and transparency. There are situations where you don't really need a lawyer. If you get a parking ticket, there's very little that the lawyer can do for you. But if you're facing a third degree indictable offense, even if it's something as simple as shoplifting, you are facing 5 years in prison, so definitely get a lawyer. Whether you're facing a small charge or a large charge, the idea of talking to an attorney can always be beneficial. So try to find someone who offers free consultations. If you think you're comfortable with handling your own criminal matter, just confirm it with an attorney. There are very few cases where you don't need a lawyer, but they do exist. The majority of the time, you'll need a lawyer to defend you and defend your freedom in a courtroom, in front of a judge. When you have a lawyer with experience, those instances matter the most. So to answer your question, do you need a lawyer? Probably, but there are times where you won't. Oftentimes, I get asked, does Jab Law offer free consultations? We do offer some free consultations, but they are limited appointments, and usually they're only for Tuesdays. So if you're looking for a free consultation, just give us a call at 856-477-3261. The quicker you call us, the quicker we can get you in for a free consultation. We also offer our regular consultations, So my hourly rate is $350 an hour. So our consultations are $350 and you get an hour. I would suggest giving us a call first, because oftentimes I can get an understanding of your case in just a few minutes, and so a whole hour isn't necessary. But if you find yourself in a crisis or you find yourself in an emergency and you need to talk to a lawyer today, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We will work with you. Whether we have free consultations available or we don't, my goal is to help. So give us a call. If you're interested in a consultation, we'll help you out as much as we can. As a criminal defense attorney, I get asked all the time whether or not I handle homicides or traffic tickets. And the truth of the matter is we do both and everything in between. We do have a couple felony murder cases right now, but we usually have a caseload or a docket of about 50 or 60 cases. So we see it all. And so when you're coming to us, you need to understand that everything you say to us is covered by privilege, so it's confidential. I want to know the truth. Now, the last question I'm going to mention is kind of funny, but I hear it all the time. When someone hears that we represent people charged with homicide, I always get asked, well, how do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night knowing that you set free a guilty man? Well, that's not my job. My job is not to set free guilty men. My job is not to set a murderer free. My job is to make sure that murderers' rights are protected, because at the end of the day, those people who are guilty are the easiest people to take advantage of. And whether we help them by getting them into the correct therapy programs or getting them into rehabilitation programs, my goal is simple: to make sure that no one is getting taken advantage of. If someone committed a crime and deserved 5 years, they should not be spending 30 in jail. On the other end of the coin, you have the prosecutor, and the prosecutor's job is to put people away. Oftentimes, you will have a fair and just prosecutor who is looking for just as much justice as you are, but there are times where prosecutors are only interested in their job, to prosecute. So I get asked all the time, how do you sleep at night? And my answer is very simple. I sleep well, knowing that I represent people, humans, who may or may not have made a mistake, but at the end of the day, they deserve justice just like everyone else. Those humans are the easiest humans to take advantage of, and I am proud knowing that I can help them get that justice. Criminal law has a ton of facets, and I mean, it doesn't matter if you're talking about the homicides or the traffic tickets. Like I said, there is so much to criminal law. So if you're interested in criminal law or learning more about criminal law, leave a comment, ask a question. We'll make sure to answer it as quickly as we can, making as many videos as you guys want to see. If you liked this video about criminal law, make sure you hit that like button. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This channel is where we're focusing all our legal content. So if you have any legal questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. And if you think you have a case, shoot us a text or give us a call at 856-477-3261.